Sorry ass DJ.
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? And welcome back to Ranking the Victims' Death from the Halloween franchise. I am on Halloween 2018 here. We have 10 deaths that I'm going to be talking about, but only 9 spots, so we'll actually have 2 people that's doubling up. I will definitely say when it came to the kills, it was actually from pretty bad to actually really, really good. I'd definitely be kind of curious. How would you rank all 9 or 10 of these deaths if you want to do the 2 people that I'm going to talk about separate there? That's perfectly fine. And what was your opinion about the deaths? Did you like all of them? Not really a big fan of any of them. A mix like I actually was there. Give me a comment down below and we shall discuss it. Let's get ourselves started. Number 9 is going to be a character named Dana. Now Dana is, she's part of the podcast / reporters with another character named Aaron. They're at a gas station. He's pumping gas. She goes to the bathroom. The door opens after she closes the door and starts sitting down. It's Michael Myers without his mask there. He shakes the door. She says, hey, somebody's actually in here. He puts his hand up in the air and drops something, and it actually was the gas station attendant's teeth. I thought, oh, that was really messed up. He's shaking the door. She's screaming. Aaron comes in with a crowbar. I believe he gets like 1 or 2 good shots with Michael Myers before Michael Myers pretty much uses his head and his body to slam against that door until it finally opens there to get to Dana. He throws Aaron to the ground. Dana grabs the crowbar, but what was the point? She doesn't even get a swing off on him. I believe he grabs it or tosses it out of her hand. He grabs her, lifts her up in the air. We get the camera angle where we see Michael Myers' feet and her feet are dangling. Next thing you know, you hear her neck snap. And then the next scene is Michael Myers goes to their car, gets the mask. Now, the reason why I actually have this in last place here, even though it's decently messed up, maybe not a whole lot of blood on her side, I mean on Aaron's, yes, but the thing is that whenever they end up having her just hanging there, Michael Myers, what, he doesn't drop her or what? I mean, but they don't even ever show her actually like getting like stuck to anything either. Like all of a sudden it was just him leaving and going for his mask there. So I had to put this at the bottom just more because of bad editing. Number 8 is going to be a character named Ray. This is actually Allison's father. So, and I believe he is the last one to die, if I'm actually correct here. He's actually at Laurie Strode's house along with his wife and his daughter. He looks out the window. He sees there's a cop car out there. So he decides to leave the house, go to the cop car thinking, hey, did you guys find him yet there? He actually opens up the driver's side door there. We get the 2 cops that are dead. Michael Myers comes behind Ray and chokes him with a chain and then drops him onto the ground. And I mean, I didn't like the character anyways, and I just didn't care that much for his death. I think that his was probably the most predictable death in this entire movie. Number 7 I like to call Lady in the Living Room. So you got a lady in the living room. She's looking out the window. Michael Myers actually comes, I guess, you know, from her kitchen into her living room, comes up to her, grabs her from the back of the head, smacks her head off the back of the couch there, puts a knife through her neck, and then, you know, gets the knife out very quickly. You get a little bit of a bloodshot there. I thought that was really cool. Number 6 is going to be a character named Vicky. So you got Vicky who's making out with her boyfriend Dave, and she's actually babysitting a young little boy. They actually hear a scream, and they look in the hallway, and the young boy's walking down the steps, scares them, and says, there's a boogeyman in my room there. So Vicky decides to go up and go check. He's in the hallway, and she's looking around, doesn't see anything. She comes on out and says everything's fine, and then tucks him in. He wants the closet door shut there. She's having trouble closing that door. Then she opens up the door. Michael Myers slashes down. She hits the ground, but maybe must have not nicked her that much there because she's able to get up. She hits him with a chair. The young boy actually runs out of the room. She tries to run out. She slips on the floor. She smacks her face. Michael Myers grabs her by one of the legs there, drags her into the bedroom and starts stabbing her. Now, they don't even show her getting stabbed, just Michael Myers doing the motion with the knife there. So I thought, it's an okay death there. Number 5, a young boy named Kevin. So you got him and his father, and they're kind of getting into a little bit of an argument here where the young boy, loves going hunting or fishing, but he also loves going to dance class there, and he's trying to figure out how he can actually spend time with his dad and do dance class, and his dad doesn't want to have anything to actually do with anything like that. They eventually have to stop, and they see all these prisoners on the street here. They're like walking around like zombies. The father gets out, and he's pretty much doomed. He actually dies off camera. But the young boy is like wondering where his dad is. He gets a shotgun, and he actually gets out of the car. He's actually able to make it to the prison bus to see if there's anybody that might still be alive. And the young boy accidentally shoots Dr. Sartain in the shoulder there. He's like, oh shit. So he runs back to the vehicle there, locks everything up. Michael Myers is in the back of the vehicle there, grabs the boy, smacks his head off the door a couple times there, and then he actually breaks his neck. The reason why I put him right in the middle was I can kind of take it or leave it when a kid dies in a movie or a TV show there. But I really didn't know much about this kid here, so I just said, you know what, he's better than the other ones I did mention. Number 4 is going to be 2 officers, and I think their names were Richards and I think like Fields or something like that. So anyways, the thing is that whenever you got Ray, who actually opens up the car door where these cops actually are, one of them actually has a penknife in the top of their head, and the other guy is holding his partner's head, so his head's decapitated, but his head is lit up like a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern, and I thought that was really, really cool. More of course, the decapitated head glowing compared to just a penknife there, but I actually thought that was actually a pretty good one there. Number 3 is going to be Dave. After Vicky goes up trying to see if there's no boogeyman in this young boy's room, Dave's actually in the garage, and he actually sees this motorcycle, and he actually tries to pretend that he's riding it. He hears Vicky screaming, and he actually falls off the motorcycle, and the motorcycle falls to the side. So he actually runs into the house, and he hears her screaming, and he's like, fuck this. And I'm thinking, oh, is he going to be a wimp and run away? No, he actually goes into the kitchen and grabs a big butcher knife there. Then we actually get an Officer Hawkins, who actually is on the radio and knows that Michael Myers is actually at this particular house here, and he's actually going through the house, and when he ends up in the living room, he sees Dave facing the wall, up in the air, a knife in the back of his neck there, just stuck to the wall. Blood all over this guy's body, all over the floor, and I thought that was a pretty good aftermath death. Number 2 is going to be Dr. Sartain. So you got Dr. Sartain, who actually killed a police officer, supposedly, who actually ends up in the next movie anyways, and he actually gets Michael Myers in the back of the police car there. He's talking to Allison because she's also back there too, and then Michael Myers actually wakes up, and he actually ends up kicking that divider between the cop and the prisoner there. I forget exactly what the proper name of that is, and it looks like he's just about to smash Dr. Sartain's like body, on this here. Next thing you know, Michael Myers gets himself out of the vehicle, grabs the doctor, drags him a little bit away from the cop car. Allison escapes and goes through the woods, and then the doctor says, say something, and then Michael Myers like just stares at him for like a couple seconds, and then stomps on his face and caves his fucking face in on one fucking stomp. I thought, holy shit. So between him, and I know it happens in one of the Rob Zombie movies, I think the second one with the bouncer, I think, holy shit. Number 1 is going to be Oscar. Him and Allison are going through someone's yard. Oscar starts trying to hit, and he's trying to maybe kiss on Allison there. She pushes him away, and she says, you know what, I don't want to deal with this here. So she goes to this gate, but I guess the gate is locked, so she has to climb over this fence. And then you got the motion sensor lights going on and off, and there's Michael Myers, and Oscar thinks it's somebody else there, and then Michael Myers finally attacks Oscar. He actually runs to that gate there. He's trying to climb over the gate if he can. And his costume is actually stuck on this gate, so he's having trouble. Michael Myers comes and stabs this guy in the back, and then he slowly pulls him down there, and he gets impaled, partly on this fence through the neck and through his mouth. I thought that was unique as hell. And another one, just like Dave, where blood's just coming all down this guy's body, all onto the fence and the gate and on the ground, and I really did like that. Oh, and Allison does finally come back and see and realizes realizes, oh shit, there's Michael Myers. So there you guys go. There is my ranking of the Halloween 2018 victims' deaths. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a good one. Bye.